Hey guys, Deadpoolzilla here, back again with another comic book review, and I've got a new one. Sabertooth Death Hunt. Quick thing about how I got all 4 issues. I don't have the tray back. I got all original 4. I got the first one at a flea market while my parents were my family was out on out on a trip, and I got the other 3 parts at the comic book convention. So, and that was like 2 years apart, no lie. So let's get started. The review. Okay, the first story is great. We get to see Sabertooth right back in his little house, his safe house, being attacked by the Hand. Right after he comes back with a guy known as Cyborg, and it's a great issue. It starts with a bang. I gotta tell you right now. And we also get to see Sabertooth's sidekick, Birdie. If you remember her, she's the telepath who carries all those big guns. They kill off all the Hand, and we get to see a small bit on. Yes, I am reading this comic while I'm doing this review because I have to remember all this. We get a small sight on Sabertooth's origin in this comic, a small bit of it on why he's like the way he is, or how he thinks the way he is. We also get to see Sabertooth betrayed by Birdie when some commandos break in, but Sabertooth figures it out, and it's not, like it says, Birdie says, "It's not a surprise anymore," and he jumps out of his room going, "Oh, it's a surprise, alright, but not for me!" And he kills almost everyone, but in the end he gets captured, and they take him to this guy who calls himself the Tribune, who augments Sabertooth, but puts a bomb in his heart that will kill him in 48 hours if he does not find Mystique. And all in all, this is a great start for the miniseries. Especially this was Sabertooth's. If I'm correct, this is Sabertooth's first miniseries he had, and it's a good one. All in all, I suggest you pick the first one. Is a great story, and we got a lot of action, some backstory on Wolverine's greatest enemies, and it's an excellent find. I mean, the art, all in all, is, it fit, in my opinion, and I'm not speaking for everyone. All in all, it's a great addition to the art fits in well with how the story plays out, and this is probably one of the best Sabertooth's artwork I've ever seen. Just this dark and gritty, feel to it, and the art, like I said, the art fits the story, and Sabertooth's personality, in my opinion, really well. But then it gets a lot better on issue 2, which has Sabertooth. It picks up no lie. Issue 2 picks up on an hour. No lie, an hour after issue 1. That's how, in continuity. That's how it is. And we have Sabertooth hunting for Birdie, and it's such a cool chase scene between him and chasing down Birdie. And she slashes all the tires in his safe, all the cars in his safe house. And then he tears down a wall and reveals he's got a motorbike. Now, Sabertooth on a motorbike looks kind of funny in my opinion, especially when he's wearing the costume. Sorry about that. That's my chair. And he tells Birdie, "I'm going to catch you, and then I'm going to rip you apart," and all that. And what he does is catch her, but then he leaves her alive. And he says, "I'm going to, because I need your help, and when I'm done getting Mystique, I'm going to get you." So, it is a good story, and we get to see a little more on what Mystique is, what Sabertooth is, and how the way he acts. And then, when they get into France, then the real fun starts, when we get to see, Oh, I should mention, while they're back at the safe house, a hand ninja tries to sneak up on Sabertooth, and without even looking, he just knocks him out and kills him. He just goes, while he's still talking to Birdie. Then they go, it goes right to Paris where you see Mystique, in underwear. Woo. Yay on that, yay on that. And, we see her talking about someone coming to see her, but it's not, she doesn't expect Sabertooth to come along. But what happens is Sabertooth's right in there, and rather than go subtle, he does it, Sabertooth's way. So then it becomes she throws wine right in his eyes and then takes off running. Well, first she throws wine on, then sets him on fire, then takes off running. That's what I meant. Second issue is great. And then we get to see more with Sabertooth, with Mystique impersonating Sabertooth's mom to scare him. And then it leaves on a high note, which I was surprised at, which has in issue 3. Issue 3, as you can tell, has Wolverine in it. Did you really expect a Sabertooth book to not have Wolverine in it? Of course not. Sadly, we don't get to see much of a Sabertooth Wolverine fight. This is where the book takes a little nosedive. Issue 3, like I said, is, very disappointing, in my opinion. We don't get to see a big fight between Sabertooth and Wolverine. Not one bit. This has got disappointing. All it does is reveal a little more about the history between Sabertooth and Mystique. And Wolverine's just there, and they have a couple little fist fights, but then Sabertooth or Birdie breaks it up, and they just go back to talking in the restaurant. This is about it for this comic, and I was afraid for the 4th part that was it going to just, after 2 amazing issues of just balls to the wall Sabertooth mutant action, and then number 3 comes along and wow. All we know is that Sabertooth has a son from a non-powered son that Mystique is the mother of, and then right after they mention that, you already know who the Tribune is. Right after mentioning his son, it's like, oh, he's non-powered and he wants Mystique dead. Bingo! It's the Tribune. It's not that good. This issue wasn't that good, but the story, in all, was, it needed to be said. Now we move on to the 4th part. Right when I was afraid, when number 3 took that nosedive and just didn't have all it could give me, number 4 comes back with Sabertooth getting his revenge on Tribune, aka Graydon Creed, his human son. I don't know why you've had 2 mutants for a parent and you didn't get mutant genes. That confuses me to this day. If someone knows why Graydon Creed's a human when his parents are mutants, please tell me in the comment box or personal message me, because I never read that comic that explains it. Or if it was explained, I don't know. Anyway, number 4, yeah, Sins of the Fathers was great. I mean, we got Birdie and Wolverine. Birdie and Sabertooth bringing down the house on everyone, bringing down the house around Graydon, and these 2 really kick some ass on this one. But we got Sabertooth cutting down ninjas, mercenaries, gunmen, the whole freaking shebang. And then what happens? I'm not going to spoil it, but some, you know what? I feel like I should spoil it because, just because it's an old comic, and, it's no big surprise either that, ooh, Graydon kills Birdie, and Sabertooth's left all alone, but he doesn't care. That's the big spoiler for you. Now I'm not gonna lie, all in all, this comic is good, but if you are a fan of comic books and not big of a Sabertooth fan, skip it. This series is not for everyone, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't speak for every comic book fan. I mean, Larry Hama did a great Sabertooth, but I'm not going to speak for everyone. Larry Hama was the writer for this comic, but I'm not going to lie to I'm not going to speak for every comic book fan. Like someone who wanted to run his mouth and insult some of my friends. Not going to say any names. But this is a good comic, and if you're a fan of Sabertooth, like I am, you're going to enjoy this book, but it's not for everyone. Alright, I'm out.